Canada is in a housing crisis, but simply building more housing will only address a part of the problem. For every new unit of affordable housing built, up to 15 existing affordable homes are lost. Where do they go? Some disappear due to demolition or conversion to short-term rentals, but most are lost to the market. Institutional investors, drawn to residential real estate by large potential returns generated by housing demand, are accelerating the shift from housing as a home to housing as an asset class. Buildings with below-market rents are especially attractive to these investors. Ironically, the lower the rents, the greater return on investment, further accelerating the loss of affordable housing. One straightforward policy response is to expand the percentage of rental housing owned by nonprofits and co-ops. Rather than letting Canada's rental housing stock fall more and more into the hands of investors, we can prevent displacement and provide long-term stability for communities by enabling nonprofits and cooperatives to purchase this housing. In 2019, Newmarket Funds began developing its preservation strategy and work on launching NMF Rental Housing Fund 2 to help structure and finance nonprofits and co-ops' purchase of existing rental housing. The first acquisition was in 2022, and by 2025, with support from both private investors, CMHC Innovation Fund, and other partners, Newmarket Funds helped move 1,727 rental units into nonprofit ownership. Blending private capital with public financing, Newmarket Funds creates resilient, flexible financial structures that can adapt to the needs of nonprofit partners and keep housing affordable while remaining competitive in the market. Newmarket Funds also works to incorporate energy efficiency measures into the capital plan for acquired properties to both reduce operating costs and carbon emissions. Newmarket Funds' acquisition of the Domaine La Rousselière portfolio in Montreal, which removed over 700 units from the market, exemplifies the intended impact of their work.
En novembre 2022, on a eu une première rencontre avec Newmarket Funds, qui avait entendu parler de nous parce qu'on est une organisation, une entreprise d'économie sociale qui fait du développement immobilier. Et notre siège social était situé juste en face du domaine de la Rousselière. Donc, on a eu une première rencontre et tout de suite, on s'est dit oui, on veut faire affaire ensemble, on veut prendre possession de ces logements-là pour assurer l'abordabilité de ces logements-là. C'était des logements, ils étaient déjà assez abordables, mais un propriétaire privé qui aurait mis la main là-dessus aurait fait en sorte de perdre l'abordabilité de ces logements-là.
Newmarket Funds takes a similar approach to acquisitions as private investors, disciplined and focused on execution. The key difference is the twin end goals. Newmarket Funds is working to both expand the stock of nonprofit-owned apartments in Canada and create market-rate risk-adjusted returns for investors. A 5-step process is used. First, we identify privately owned, at-risk properties, buildings where affordability is in danger due to rising rents or redevelopment. By acting early and getting these under contract, as at Domaine La Rousselière, we can prevent loss of affordability and displacement before it happens. Second, we negotiate and conduct due diligence. At this stage, we assess each building's financial and structural viability to ensure it's a property worth adding to a nonprofit portfolio. The third step is structuring the deal and securing funding, a critical phase. Here, we combine nonprofit, government, philanthropic, and institutional investments to create a unique funding blend that delivers perpetual nonprofit ownership and long-term affordability. Once the funding is committed and terms negotiated, the nonprofit purchases the property. The building transitions to new ownership with safeguards in place by the nonprofit to maintain affordability. The final stage for Newmarket Funds is ongoing support and ultimately an exit. Newmarket Funds stays involved for 5 to 10 years, working closely with the nonprofit partner to ensure effective asset management, including necessary renovations. At the end of this period, Newmarket Funds exits, leaving just the nonprofit owner with permanently affordable, secure homes and opportunities to densify the site for future generations. This process allows the fund to ensure viable investments that preserve affordable rental housing and achieve required financial thresholds for everyone involved, and expand the long-term, sustainable, non-market rental housing portfolio across Canada. Our acquisitions are making an impact across multiple provinces, expanding non-market ownership and preserving affordability while reducing carbon emissions and operating costs through practical building capital planning. The success of the Domaine La Rousselière acquisition demonstrates the effectiveness of the model. It is replicable and can protect even more communities across Canada.
The success of Domaine La Rousselière has shown us that we were able to acquire 720 units in one fell swoop. There are many more projects and many more cities that we can have impact on by acquiring affordable housing and continuing to preserve that affordability in perpetuity through nonprofit ownership.
Affordable housing preservation is not just possible, it's happening. New Market Funds and its nonprofit partners are providing one important route. By blending public, private, and philanthropic capital, we're enabling more nonprofit acquisitions. This is allowing us to expand the stock of community-controlled, permanently affordable rental housing in Canadian towns and cities. Learn more at newmarketfunds.ca.